Hi everyone, welcome back, and today I'm very happy that I'm able to do a journal with me video. And here I'm just showing you this gorgeous traveler's notebook from Eternal Leather. Now I've always wanted a new traveler's notebook that can show as it grows old with me, if you know what I mean. So it's patina beautifully, and I really love it, and yeah, it will show the history of me using it. So I'm really happy that I got this traveler's notebook. It's from Eternal Leather from Etsy. And yesterday I did a setup video of my June insert. And of course I also updated June 1st spread. So today I'm gonna be doing the journal with me for June the 2nd. And this insert is the new insert from Traveler's Company. A new version is a dark gray insert, and the code is 026 if anyone interested. And of course you can watch my setup video yesterday to see how I did that tag, and this tag I just added in today. It's not in my setup video because I felt that that cover is a bit bare. So here I'm showing you my June 1st insert spread, not insert, spread, and that big beautiful butterfly is actually from Tim Holtz Ideology, the botanical theme. It has 83 pieces in this pack. I got it from Blitsy. Yep. And that background vintage paper with holes and dots is actually a music sheet. It comes from a package for the parcel that I bought. And here I am going to show you this stack of freebies and packaging that I hoarded. So the sellers are locally or internationally are all very generous. They give lots of freebies, and I actually try to use up all the freebies before I go to the items that I purchase. Yeah, and there are a lot. So I've already done a lot of spread using the freebies, and I still have a lot. So here I'm just sorting through the things that I have, and a lot of the packaging are actually beautifully done, and the seller put in a lot of effort, and a vintage lover like myself would definitely never throw it away. I will keep it, and I will try to incorporate it in my spread. So here is this vintage tag that I wanted to use, a piece of it. It's also a freebie from Maze Life in Etsy. And that piece of vintage paper is actually a carbon copy from a receipt, another freebie from Maze Life. So I separated it, and I want to use that carbon copy as a background. And also this piece of it's actually a piece from this Traveler's Company insert, the weekly insert if I'm not wrong. So I think it's a good idea to use that as a packaging, because is, what you call this is the you can't use it anymore because it's previous year's insert. So instead of throwing it away, you can actually put it into good use. So this will give me the idea that I can actually use my old unused insert that is dated, that is, past, to use it as a deco or a layering piece in my spread. And this tag is so old that you can actually split it into two, which is good news for me because I can use more of it in my other spread. And at this point, I still do not have a theme in mind, so I just try to put things down or move things around and to see how things goes, and maybe a theme will come into my mind. And here I'm just using my glue stick to put the paper down. And as you can see, the way I use my glue stick is not a surprise that my glue stick used up pretty quickly. I do not know. I have this OCD on when I'm putting the paper down, I have to ensure that it's down all the way, no edges coming up, and it's permanently down. This is really an OCD of mine. So some people, they just put the glue in the middle and the edges coming off, they're okay with it, but I can't stand that. I must ensure all the edges are down. So now a theme came to my mind. I want to use this moon stamp that I got from Lin Chianing. I think she has a bigger ones, but I only get these smaller ones. And this Christmas tree or fern tree stamp from Craftionaries. And then I have this new stencil that I recently bought that I think will go well with the theme. It's like a starry night sky pattern from Eco Park. And I want to use a blue distress ink, but I do not have one, so I'm using a Versamagic chalk ink pad instead, which I have in light blue color, which I think will go well with the theme. And since I want to use this as a background, Versamagic chalk ink pad is perfect because they are not too obvious and it's just nice to serve it as a background. So while I stencil this down, let me update you guys about my sunglasses incident. If you watched my setup video yesterday, I mentioned that I ordered this Little Bee Tickled Strip Punch from the website. I have the sense that it may be too good to be true because that punch is discontinued. I couldn't locate it anywhere, but I found this in this website and I'm willing to take the risk to buy it because it's not too expensive and the shipping is free. But when I received it, it was sunglasses. And I do not know how that can happen. A punch became a sunglasses. Anywho, I emailed them on a Friday night. I thought I will only receive a reply on Monday, which is tomorrow, but then I actually received a reply today, Sunday. And I think the seller are pretty shocked because the first word in their email was, "What?" Question mark, what? And they asked me to send them some pictures, which I did, and let's hope for the best. Whether I can get my ticket punch or, I don't know, a refund would be, I think, the best outcome I can hope for. I do not know why they can send me a sunglasses. Anywho, this Starry Night stencil is gorgeous. The outcome is gorgeous, and I'm gonna use this fern tree or Christmas tree stamp from Craftionaries. Now this stamp is like a negative of a photo. You know what I mean? The background is stamped down while the tree is like the shadow. Yep. But I'm still willing to try it because I think it goes well with the theme. And now I'm putting the dark blue color on this moon. I did pause the video a while to think what color I want to use. And at first I thought I want to use the black color, but then I think dark blue will go well with my light blue starry sky. So I put a lot more ink on the top and then slowly, gradually thin down the ink at the bottom, so it has this tone effect from dark color to a light color. And I think it turns out pretty well. I like it. And then I'm gonna put down that fern tree or Christmas tree stamp using the same dark blue color. I did have doubt whether I want to use that stamp because the outcome of the Starry Night and the moon is pretty good, so I do not want to spoil it. But then, well, I like to take the risk, the challenge, and actually it turns out okay, not too bad. Because at first I thought, it's a different effect to the moon and the starry sky because the tree is, the background is actually dark color. But I do not mind. I think it turns out pretty okay. So to sort of to make the contrast not so obvious, I did use my ink pad to dab down the background, and well, it's okay, I guess. And here I want to put down this quote, "Love you to the moon and back." At first I thought using my alpha stamp to stamp down this quote. I really wanted to use this quote, but then I remember I have this Tim Holtz quote stamp, and it's perfect. And I'm using this Tim Holtz acrylic block. I don't know whether you should call it block because it's pretty thin, and I love it because it's easy to use and it's not so heavy, and you get this a lot of all the sizes, in this one pack. There we go. Love you to the moon and back. And then on the right page, I want to use this gorgeous origami stamp from my paper project. And the reindeer, the stars, and the circle at the background that seems like a moon goes well with this theme, perfectly. And I'm trying to use this tag, so I want to stamp this reindeer Starry Night origami stamp on this tag. And I'm using this same dark blue color to go with the theme. And then, of course, I will stick down this paper, vintage paper, as the background, together with that Travelers Company's weekly insert paper, so that everything will come together nicely. So again, I will glue it down with my favorite glue stick, and I will ensure every part of the paper are glued down. So in a while, I actually paused my video and forgot to resume it. I actually pause a lot when I do my journal with me because I do not want my video to be too long and too boring. I want things to be fast and efficient. Yep, so I forgot to resume it and it sort of cut out abruptly. So I'm very sorry for that. And sometimes when I want to pause, I sort of forgot to pause it. So yeah, things like that often happens to me. And I'm really sorry about that. So, but it's actually just putting down things, gluing things down. So that's why I still go ahead and post this video, even though I sort of, the video sort of cut off abruptly at the end. So, but here I'm just putting the paper down, and I want to use this classic blue grit or ledger washi, the thin washi, because I want the blue to pop out a little bit on the right side to go with the theme. And after that, I'm gonna use this the same starry background at the bottom, so that it's cohesive, or it goes well with the left hand page. And here I'm gonna use this gray string to tie my tag. I use gray because firstly I do not have blue. Secondly, here I knocked something, I'm sorry. Secondly, because I think gray sort of reminds me of winter, snow type of feeling. I do not know why. I think it's because it's a cold color. Yep. So I'm going to tie this down. And at first I want to put this on the right side, but then I remember I need my date. My mini calendar is still is still at the back. I haven't shown up yet, so I remembered I want to put that date down. And I really want to use the June's date because that mini calendar is very cute because each month have different color and different font, and the June one is extremely cute. And now I'm just distressing the side of this vintage tag with the same dark blue color so that there won't be too much brown around. Yep. And then of course I remember my date. So I'm taking this mini calendar out and I'm just I just want to be sure that I'm taking the right day, which is the 2nd of June. And I really like the June's font and color, and it's like a turquoise blue there, so it goes well with this month, today's theme. So I wanted to put it on the right side, and then the tag I'm gonna put it on the left side instead. And here I think is about to, no, not yet. I thought it's gonna cut off, but not yet. So I'm gonna stencil down instead this Starry Night stencil that I got from Blitsy. Is from Eco Park, and it's gorgeous. So I think I'm gonna use that more in my spread in the future. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, later on, I will just glue down the date, and I will use the clip washi tape as a deco, as if the date is clipped down rather than glued down. Yep. And then that'll be it for today's spread. And since my job or my project is coming to an end soon, and hopefully I will get back in my routine, and everything will settle down, and I have time to really go back to my own routine where I can do a daily journal with me, at least off camera, and then a weekly journal with me video. So yeah, but I really thank you guys for all your support, and for stopping by and watching my video. Here you can see I cut off, and I actually shut my Travel's Notebook, only I noticed that my video is on paused mode. So thank you guys again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and until I see you guys again, take care and bye.